There is breaking news right now. For that, we go to the ABC News desk.
Thank you, Terry. I'm Rob Nelson at ABC headquarters in New York, and we begin with breaking news from Southern California. Investigators have located charred human remains within the debris of that burned-out cabin where it's believed Christopher Dorner was holed up. Investigators tell ABC News that identification will be attempted through forensic means. Now, if Dorner is positively identified, it would bring an end to the largest manhunt in the history of the Los Angeles Police Department. ABC's Cecilia Vega has the very latest on this quickly developing story.
It was in this cabin deep in Big Bear Mountain outside Los Angeles that the 10-day international manhunt for Christopher Dorner may have finally come to its grisly end. But tonight, Dorner's fate is still unclear. Was the man accused of killing 4 people, 2 of them police officers, among today's dead? After an intense day-long standoff with police, the cabin in which the suspect had been holed up all day went up in flames.
We believe that the person that barricaded himself inside the cabin and engaged in gunfire with our deputies and other law enforcement officers is still inside there even though the building burned, yes.
The dramatic showdown began this afternoon. Volleys of gunfire exchanged between officers and the man they believed to be Dorner, formerly one of their own with $1 million bounty on his head, holed up inside this hillside cabin, all captured on camera by local station KCBS. Earlier, Dorner allegedly burglarized a nearby home, tied up 2 women and stole their vehicle. One of them reportedly broke free and called for help. The massive response witnessed by our Los Angeles affiliate, KABC.
Well, I'm here off of Bryant Street and Highway 38 where we're seeing a massive, and I can't reiterate this, a massive police presence.
During today's gunfire, 2 San Bernardino County deputies were shot.
One of our deputies was injured. He's being treated here at Loma Linda. And unfortunately, one of our deputies passed away as a result of his injuries.
It brought the body count to 4, allegedly at Dorner's hand, along with 3 injured. Authorities say Dorner began his deadly rampage last Sunday with a grisly double homicide. 28-year-old Monica Kwan and her fiancé, Keith Lawrence, shot at close range as they sat in their car. A murder with no apparent motive. The couple had no known enemies. Kwan was a popular college basketball coach. But she was also the daughter of a retired LA police captain, Randy Kwan, just one of many against whom Dorner, an ex-LAPD officer himself, held a grudge.
Today, we have identified Christopher Jordan Dorner as a suspect in this double homicide.
33-year-old Dorner, a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserves, honorably discharged just 11 days ago, had been fired in 2009 from the LAPD. He threatened individual officers in an 8-page manifesto against the department that he posted online. And Wednesday, he attempted, unsuccessfully, to hijack a boat in San Diego.
He pointed a handgun at the victim, who's an 81-year-old male, and demanded the boat.
Then Thursday, Dorner allegedly shot 3 police officers in Riverside County, killing 1 and wounding the others. 34-year-old Riverside officer Michael Crane, a married father of 2, was killed in the attack. Police launched the largest manhunt in LAPD history, following up on more than 1,000 tips. Hundreds of officers crisscrossing the country for days, including efforts in Tijuana, Mexico, San Diego County, and Big Bear. The possible motive? All spelled out in that online manifesto, where Dorner accused specific officers of covering up police brutality by making him the scapegoat. He vowed revenge, writing, "When the truth comes out, the killing stops." Ariana Williams knows Dorner better than most. She dated him 5 years ago and says he was unraveling even back then, always keeping weapons close by.
He'd be in the bed and there'd be one by the bed. There'd be one on the kitchen counter. There may be a combat knife or something. Maybe I saw in the bathroom one day or in the kitchen. So there'd be several weapons just lying around in my domain. And I just thought these are things that just transpired over time that I just thought were strange.
One major challenge for authorities, because of his police and military training, Dorner knew all their methods and tactics. In that manifesto, he even taunted the LAPD. "I have the strength and benefits of being unpredictable, unconventional, and unforgiving," he wrote. "I will utilize every bit of small arms training, demolition, ordnance, and survival training I've been given." It was no idle threat. The last tangible clue where Dorner might be, the burnt-out hulk of his truck near Big Bear Lake Thursday night. But nobody was inside. This video released by TMZ just yesterday allegedly shows Dorner only 48 hours before the murders. He's at a sporting goods shop carrying in 2 small yellow scuba tanks as he walks into the scuba section. Could he have used them in that burning cabin where he may have taken his final breath?
The plan tonight is they have a very large crime scene to process, and that's what they will begin doing. They have a homicide investigation to do, and they will need a large number of investigators out there to complete this job.
So many questions remain as authorities now sift through the rubble on Big Bear Mountain. For Nightline, I'm Cecilia Vega in Los Angeles.